What's happening, Scorpio? Thanks for looking in. And, everyone else doesn't have to be Scorpio watching this, right? And let me say, guys, these readings aren't really time sensitive, okay? They're out there in perpetuity once they're on YouTube. And so, welcome to you whenever you're watching this. And whenever you're watching this, I believe you'll find some meaning in it. I certainly hope you do. So, 3-card tarot for Scorpio now. So I'm asking for 3 cards for the sign of Scorpio, please. And we'll do some more cards to get some more significance. Okay, so there's number 1, number 2, and number 3. Right, we've got it before us already. Let's have a look then. Card number 1, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, oh, we've got the light. I've moved the camera, we've got better light. And this ought to be shedding light on things for some of you guys, Scorpio. Okay, the pentacles involved here means that, it's earth energy. It's about grounding more than anything. Pentacles are always about magic. Pentacles are kind of very much out there and kind of play into all the other signs because of that need to keep on believing that we have magic within us. But we're basically looking at earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that kind of energy. Okay, but this reading, of course, is for Scorpio. Right, and I'm going to say Capricorn is really the earth energy that I pick up on most for this one in this reading at this moment anyway. Because it just, it's got that kind of feeling of hanging on as hard as you can, as tight as you can. There's a great deal of good sort of bounty of abundance there on the table. They can have just about anything they want. But the clouds are slanted, and that suggests that maybe things are going to be a bit stormy. Maybe everything's going to blow off that table. Well, we never really know in the beginning of a reading exactly where we're going with this. But those clouds, they're flying past, This doesn't have to be a bad situation because there is a great deal of good there waiting to happen. Decisions are needed, but it's something of a magical number, 6. Something of it could go either way number, but starting to look good, I think. Okay. So then we come to, actually, they're all Pentacles cards. I had a good shuffle, but the middle card in this reading for you, Scorpio, is 5 of Pentacles. Okay, now if we look closely up the top of right at the top of the wooden door in this picture, it says Queen Alice, and that's Queen Alice's palace. So why is she being escorted away from it, eh? If you live in UK, you might remember an advert. It was by the RAF, our Royal Air Force, and it said, anyone can be a pilot. So imagine my surprise when I was led away in handcuffs from one of their jets. Right, joking, but that's the kind of thing I'm talking about here. Why is she being led away from this? Because really she's misunderstood it. She's not seeing that really it is actually all hers. It is actually all there. But she's out in the cold. Some of this is to do with the mind. Some of this is to do with thoughts. The Pentacles, it's money, it's magic, it's progress in a lot of ways as well. As we go through it, we see progress with those things, and those are the things we perhaps most need to make progress with, because all the other suits come down to needing some of that magic and understanding that we have some of that magic within us. Okay, so the frog footman here, or is he a toad? I'm not sure, but this is the Wonderland Tarot. Anything can happen, and very often does. Is leading her away. That really could be her higher self, couldn't it? That's what I take from that. And so it's just somewhere inside herself, she's not at one with this. She doesn't really understand where it's going. So this, plays into the bafflement that we're feeling here with the 6 of Pentacles. But there we go. It's Pentacles all the way in this reading. I hope this means good money and kind of abundance for you guys. I really do. It's fluid energy, of course. It can mean different strokes for different folks, because that's the way it is. But the last of the 3 cards here, and we'll go on and get some more meaning on all of these in a second, is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, in this card, the story around this card, the Wonderland story that kind of illustrates this card, that illustrates this card, because let's face it, the tarot's been going a lot longer than Alice in Wonderland. The story with this is that Alice has gone into the sheep shop. She's spoken to the sheep shopkeeper, but the sheep shopkeeper has taken her on a journey she didn't expect to go on, but a journey she needed to go on, a journey of heart and mind, of art and kind of seeing the truth and the lies and seeing the spiritual truth of things more than anything else, really. And it's a great awakening for Alice. And the story of Alice through this deck is basically of her maturing into womanhood. So any of us, male or female, we could look at the tarot as a journey through life, making us closer to, making us more in tune with what we are. Because we come into this world what we are, and then we spend a lot of time trying to learn to be something different. Very often it's for economic reasons. It's because we need to have some money, we need to have a job. You can't just follow your dreams forever and make money. And that's true, but always, friends, have that dream in the back of your minds. I've been in the British forces, and it was a great thing. Not as cosmic, not as spiritual as I would have liked it to be, but it was a great life, and it led me to where I am now. It kept me going. Somehow we've got to keep going. But the more true we are to ourselves, every decision we make, the more likely we are to end up in a situation with something like, say, for instance, your dream job. If that's the only thing that you're any good at and you live and breathe it, then the chances are someone's going to pay you to do it at the end of the day. Or maybe you'll pay yourself to do it, start a business, who knows. But the thing is, friends, everything to do with the pentacles, like everything to do with life, is there for the taking if we're willing to go on that mystical journey. But I feel, Scorpio, that actually that's not an issue, that's not a problem, because the sheep shopkeeper at the end of this tale, or at the end of this chapter of the tale anyway, asks Alice what she wants. Alice chooses an egg. She can have whatever she wants. She chooses an egg. The sheep shopkeeper says, well, you'll have to take it. I can't give you the egg. That would never do. Doesn't tell us why that would never do, but that's the mysteries of life. Okay, so it looks like a lot of assurance here with pentacles everywhere. That much assurance is kind of difficult to believe, yeah? So I'm going to say visualise and believe, Scorps, because, you really can make a difference. Not everything is kind of written in stone the way we often think it either should be or must be. Reality isn't what we think it should be. It isn't what we think it must be. It simply is. And so it's good to kind of not just to accept things and put up with and tolerate things, but to allow things is the best way to go. And the sheep shopkeeper will allow Alice to take what she wants. And Alice is already in the frame of mind that she's going to kind of take something what she needs. She's a sensible girl. So I'm asking now, tell me some more about the Six of Pentacles. That was the first card in this reading, which is for the sign of Scorpio. Okay. Some more about that, and it's the Three of Cups. Right, so now we're into cups. Right, pentacles, all kinds of meanings to it, but the cups really are the emotions and the desires and the real sort of, well, I would say more desires than emotions, actually. It just can easily become emotional. And here we are. This portends things go in a good direction, because things could go either way here. There really is, because we've got the Mad March Hare and the Mad Hatter, and as they tell Alice earlier in the story, she can be with either one of them. They're both mad. Isn't that life, So we're looking at making choices here, but we are actually looking at being able to choose someone suitable, someone good, someone we actually get on with. Because in the Three of Cups here, there are actually three personages to come together. The suggestion is that it's two people and one spiritual person. It could be that fluid energy, guys. It applies different strokes for different folks. Could even be ancestors coming around you spiritually to help. Who knows? But it's certainly something where there's more than just you in this. You're not the only one in it. And it's not just kind of only one other person and you're stuck in this situation. This is like-minded people coming together. This is the sum of the parts, the whole, what is it? The whole achievement being greater than the sum of the parts. I remember that all the time, but I can never remember the actual words he's supposed to say. But also in this version of the Three of Cups, I'm seeing low-hanging fruit here. That means it's going to be easy to move forward from this confusion and actually enjoy some of the fruits of the feast on this table. Because that, friends, is what it's there for. Okay, let us keep going. I'm going to ask for some more significance for the middle card of the spread, which in so many ways is like the heart of the matter. It's the Five of Pentacles, where Princess Alice is being led away from Queen Alice's palace, even though she's going to end up there pretty soon. Okay, so telling me more about that, we've got the Tower. Okay, and that's why things don't feel like we're in our rightful place yet, because stuff has got to happen first. Now, this card kind of smacks of disaster, but it isn't really a disastrous card. It's major arcana, it's personally close around you, it's number 16, and if we look at the traditional one, we see characters falling out of the tower who don't look at all perturbed. This is quite a wacky scene. It doesn't look good, but we have got some rather beautiful fireworks flying off into the sky. Suggests we might find ourselves crying out to God at some point in this. Now, I don't want to sound negative about this, and I'm not saying anything bad is going to happen. Absolutely not. That's really not what this is about. But there's something needs to happen to change this situation. Do you see what I mean? Because Alice is out in the cold, and she belongs in there, and yet it's her higher self who's leading her away from the warm, beautiful light coming from those windows. And it's just because other stuff's got to happen first. Not a disaster, not by any stretch of the imagination, but stuff's got to happen. We've got to get through it. And Scorpio, don't despair. This very much might be a case of you helping someone else to get through it, or just like possibly even just watching a TV program that explains something to you that you'd never thought about before. TV programs can be good that way. They're not usually. I don't like TV. YouTube is best. Keep it YouTube. Keep it real. Keep it Twig, brother. And I'll keep on doing these, okay, because I like it, Scorpio. So tell me some more about the Queen of Pentacles in this reading for Scorpio, please. And we have a card, and it is the Three of Wands. Now then, this kind of almost seems like going backwards a bit, but life is never about going backwards. Life is change. So let's remember that. The Three of Wands character here, we've got Mr. White Rabbit, and he's very concerned looking at his watch there. He's got the wands showing that he's a character who can make things happen out of the world around him. He's someone who could possibly find the blessings in his present situation even, but he's not looking for those blessings. He's looking at his watch and he's thinking, oh, you know, what's this all about? Is there anything going to be good coming in these three ships? And the reason he's looking at his watch is he knows there might be something good coming in the three ships, because he's done the work to prepare for it. He just can't, he's not really, it's not so much that he doesn't trust himself, it's that he does not believe that karma can work out properly in this mad world. I guess that's what it is. So in terms of being able to take what you want from the Queen of Pentacles, don't be reserved about it, okay? Do the spiritual stuff. Have yourself a meditation and think about it. And just as I picked my deck up, another one fell out here. It's the Page of Wands, not the most experienced of pages. I'm actually going to give this as a significator for more or less where you're standing at the moment, Scorpio, I want to say. Okay, because I can almost see a scorpion's tail in the shape of this. That kind of adds up to me as well. And the Page of Wands here, he seems happy, he seems comfortable. He's got a lot going for him, but he's a page. It's inexperience, it's new energy. And this is not because I'm telling any of you guys, Scorpio, that you're wet behind the ears or there's anything kind of naive about you. But we find ourselves in new situations because life is change, when it's positive, when things are going forward. So this is all about new situations, okay? But as the page suggests, there is some power behind the page to make these things happen. Okay, friends, so go for it. Take what you want, and if you can't take it yet, be aware that it's coming. There's some stuff to go through, okay? But have that mindset that you're going to take what you want and have what you want. Visualize it, believe it, because it can happen. And as I start shuffling for the next reading, and by the way, there's loads of videos on my channel. There should be one suggested at the end of this somewhere, so don't forget to subscribe. Tap that bell so you don't miss any notifications. Have a browse and I'll be back with new videos all the time. Thumbs up please if you've enjoyed it, Scorps, and I'll be back very soon. Peace.